Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my third lesson of D1, chapter number 2. That is about the multiplication and division of decimal numbers. This is my fifth lesson of bridging videos. These lessons I'm making to facilitate my students in order to understand the concept of multiplication and division of decimals in order to bridge the gap of the syllabus due to COVID-19. Decimal multiplication and division is one of the important concepts of O-level examinations. And while I was discussing problems of my O3 students, some of the students were finding difficulty in solving such type of questions. The problem was that somehow they know how to solve this question, but they try to solve the question with the decimal places, and that was putting them in big trouble. And mostly this question is a 1 mark, so let's apply easy trick on this concept so that we can easily secure 1 mark from here. And this class is the application of CIP rule. And recall, students, what is CIP rule for the multiplication. CIP is count, ignore and place. Count, ignore and place. For all those students who have missed the previous class, or they are catching us late, or there must be some people who will be joining our channel first time, for those people I'll be giving the link of the lesson in the description box so that you can watch basic lessons properly, because the lessons of mathematics are integrated with each other. If one link is weak, the next link would also be weak. Before this, we discussed 2 lessons, and those 2 lessons are comparatively easy, and they can be used for my junior students as well. And here the questions are also easy, but I've selected the questions specially from the exam papers so that students can see the importance of these small concepts as well. Moving to the lesson, this question is from June 2005. Paper 1. Question says that we have to evaluate 0.5 multiplied by 0.007, and we call CIP rule. CIP rule that count how many digits are there in the question, total digits after the decimal places 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 digits are there, and then I have to ignore the decimal. Okay, 5 multiplied by 7, and this becomes 35. But this is not the answer of my question. Why this is not the answer of my question? Because the question is 0.5 multiplied by 0.007. Now is the role for placing back. Placing back that I have to have total how many digits? 4 digits after the decimal. So here I have to write actual question 0.007, and now this is 35. What about and how to complete 4 digits? Rest of the 2 digits will be replaced by 00, and this is 0.0035. I hope you are really clear about this. Moving to the next question, and the next question says that we have to write 1 over 1.25 as a decimal. Recall that how to convert a decimal number into a simplified form. We have to remove the decimal of the denominator, and we have to make it integer so that we can perform our calculation easily by multiplying suitable power of 10. And when we are multiplying denominator, we have to multiply the numerator as well by the same power of 10. The question will take the form 1 over 1.25. Now the question is that what power of 10 can remove this decimal easily, as the question is having 2 digits after decimal. So the suitable power of 10, or the suitable number, will be 100. 1.25 multiplied by 100, and here in the numerator as well, because this is the rule of maths that whatever we multiply on our own, we have to divide that, and we have to do the reverse process as well. And the question will take the form 100 divided by 125. Now, as we are going for O-level examination, and these are paper 1 questions, so we should have good command on the tables as well. Here the last digit is 5, so table of 5 is suitable. Again here in the numerator the last digit is 0, so table of 5. So 5 2 times, and then 2 is left, 5 times, and 5 20 times, again table of 5 5s are and 5 4s are, and we are left with 4 by 5. The question says that we have to express our answer as a decimal. Now what to do? I hope my students are familiar very much that I have to divide simply like in our junior classes. Here inside I have the number 4, which is lesser than this number. So what I have to do is I have to put a decimal here, and then I can put the 0 over here, and now it has become 40. So 5, how many times is 40? 5 8s are 40. So 0.8 is the answer for this question. Very easy question. Moving to the next question, that is 6.3 divided by 0.09. Now recall that what has to be the first step for the division question of the decimal numbers. I have to write the given question in form of the fraction. Yes, first step is done. Now recall second step. Second step is that we have to turn our denominator a number which does not have decimal in that. Now if we look at the denominator, we have 0.09. Question denominator has 2 digits after the decimal. So what we have to do, we have to multiply this denominator by 100 to get rid of this decimal. So when we are multiplying our denominator 0.09 by 100, we have to at the same time multiply the numerator by 100. Now this 0.09 will become 9 only, and now what about 6.3 multiplied by 100? The decimal will be moving 1 digit towards right hand side, and if you feel difficulty in understanding in that way, learn to remove the decimal, okay, and multiply it by 100. This goes with this, and this will become 630. Now look students, the question has become really easy. We can easily divide this 630 by 9. 9 how many times is closer to 63? 9 7s are 63 minus, and now 0, and this is 70. 9 1s are 9, 9 7s are, and 0s are, and answer will become 70. Really easy questions. Moving to the next question, and the question is that write down the decimal number. Write down the decimal number, okay? That is exactly halfway between 3.8 and 4.3. I advise it to my students that read and understand and underline important terms of the question. Here the requirement is that we have to write what our decimal number means, that our answer has to be in form of the decimal, and that is exactly halfway between. Now it's important to understand what is the meaning of term halfway. Halfway means that it is the midpoint, and in order to get midpoint we have to divide that number by 2. First we have to add them, and then we have to divide by 2. So the decimal number will be equal to a half of the sum 3.8 plus 4.3. Add up 3.8 and 4.3. This becomes 8 and 3 11. 4 plus 3 7 and 1 8.1. 8.1 by 2. 8.1 by 2. And now again learn how to divide 8.1 by 2. 2 4 times is 8. and then I have to bring this number down, but before that I have to cross the decimal, so I'll be putting the decimal here. Now 1, this 1 is lesser than this number, which is 2, by which we are dividing. So what we have to do, we have to put first 0 in the quotient, and then I can increase zeros, and then 2 5s are 10. 2 5s are 10. So the number which is exactly halfway between 3.8 and 4.3 is 4.05, one of the important concepts of your O-level examinations. Moving to the next question, and next question is 1.5 minus 0.2 multiplied by 4. So first what we have to do, students, that DMAS, we cannot forget the rule of DMAS. D-M-A-S, M-A-S. Division is not here, but we have to focus on multiplication. So I have to first multiply it, and then 4 times 2, recall the CIP rule, that ignore and multiply, and then put the decimal after 1 digit, because question is having only 1 digit after decimal, and then I have to take away or subtract 0.8 from 1.5. I cannot take away 8 from 5, so I have to take 1 from here, so it becomes 15, and 15 minus 8 is 7, 0.7. I hope you are clear about this. And then moving to the next question, that is 4.2 divided by 0.007. Again, recall the rule for the division of fractions. 4.2 divided by, that I have to turn the given number in form of the fraction by removing this division sign, and after that I have to turn my denominator in integer by multiplying the suitable power of 10. And here, as we have 2 digits after the decimal, so the suitable power of 10 is 10 raised to power 2, or 4.2, 0.07 multiplied by 100. And when we are multiplying denominator by 100, at the same time we have to multiply the numerator by 100. Now the denominator will become 7 only, and 4.2 multiplied by, I have to move decimal towards right, but if you are finding difficult in this way, remove the decimal and multiply it. 0 goes with 0, and 420. Now the question has become real easy. 7 ones are, and 7 6 are, and 0 as it is. So my answer will be 60. Really easy questions. And moving to the next question again, 0.4 multiplied by 0.06, 0.4 multiplied by 0.06. Recall CIP rule. Count 1, 2, and 3 places after decimal in the question. Ignore the decimal. 4 multiplied by 6, 24. Okay, but the requirement is 0.4 multiplied by 0.6. So it means I should have how many digits after decimal? 3 digits. So in order to complete those 3 digits, I have to place one extra digit. 0.4 multiplied by 0.06 equals to 0.024. I hope you are really clear about this question. And moving to the next question, that is that we have to evaluate the cube root of 0.008. Okay, so what we have to do, first let me write down the question. 0.008 and cube root. As this is a question for the cube root, so it means, and we have to solve it without calculator. It means that under this cube root we will be having such numbers that will have the exact cube with us, so that we can easily remove that cube root. Okay, so first of all I have to remove the decimal, and I have to see that what number comes with me and under this 8 I have to place 0, then over here, then and at the place of decimal I have to place 1, and then I have to show that I have removed the decimal and the cube root of this, and the question has taken the form 8 over 1000. 8 over 1000 and cubic root 1 by 3. Now think about what is the number whose cube is 8, that is 2 raised to power of 3, and for 1000 10 raised to power of 3 and whole 1 by 3. Now we can take this power of 3 as a common factor. 2 raised to by 10 raised to power of 3 multiplied by 1 by 3. This goes with this, and I'm left with 2 by 10, and it's really easy to convert, to change 2 by 10 in form of decimal. 2 by 10. Look, at the top of this 0 we have the number, at the top of 1 we do not have any number, so at the top of 1 I'll be placing the decimal, so it will be 0.2. Students, in this lesson I'm teaching you how to convert the decimal numbers in fractions easily, and the fractions into decimal as well. Moving to the next question, that is 0.105 multiplied by 0.2. Again CIP rule, okay, count, ignore and place. Count 1 2 3 4 decimal places, and then ignore and multiply the number, ignore decimal and multiply the number 105 multiplied by 2. Okay, if you find it difficult in this horizontal way, you can make it in the vertical way. 5 2s are 10 and 2 1s are 2. It becomes 210. Okay, and then again place the digits, decimal back. Decimal has to be placed after 1 2 3 4 digits, but the answer is having only 3 digits. What to do now? Okay, 0.105 multiplied by 0.2. I have to place the fourth digit 0 and 0.0. 210. I hope you are really clear about this. And moving to the next question, that is 0.0081, and we have to take the square root of this. Now if we look at this question was almost same, 0.008, and but over there we have to find the cube root, and here we have to find the square root. So when you will be getting such questions, either you have to evaluate the square root or cube root. Under the square root or cube root, you will have such type of numbers whose perfect squares or perfect cubes can exist easily, so that you can solve these all questions without calculator. 0.0081 square root. Okay, remove the decimal. This will become 0.0081 upon 1 2 3 4 and this, and then I have to write the radical symbol. This is 81 upon 10,000. 10, this is 1 2 3 and 4. 1 2 3 unit 10 100,000, and this is 10,000. Okay, and then I have to take the square root of this, 1 by 2. Now look, 81 over 10,000. Now 81, what is the number whose square is 81? That is 9 square upon 100 square. Now this power 2 will be cancelled with this power 2, and I will have 9 over 100, and that can be easily written in form of the decimal 0.09. I hope you are clear about today's class. Please, for next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Do not miss next class, because in next class we will be discussing the rules of estimation and significancy rules, because they are also one of the important concepts of your O-level examination. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.